Is it possible for a person to truly change who they are at their core? This is a philosophical question that has intrigued thinkers for centuries. Can a person shed their past and fundamentally transform themselves into a completely new being? Or are we, as humans, bound to our nature and unable to escape our essential selves? On one hand, it is easy to argue that people are capable of change. After all, we see it happening all around us every day. People go through life-altering experiences that can transform their outlooks, their beliefs, and their personalities. Trauma, therapy, personal growth, and other factors can all contribute to a person's ability to change. But on the other hand, there are those who argue that people are fundamentally limited in their capacity for change. Our experiences and environment may shape us, but our nature remains the same. In other words, we may be able to modify our behaviors, but our underlying selves are immutable. One of the key debates around this question is whether our personalities are fixed or malleable. Psychologists have long studied personality traits and their stability over time. Some argue that our personalities are set by the time we reach adulthood, and that any changes that occur are relatively minor. Others suggest that personality is more fluid and subject to change, particularly in response to significant life events. Another factor to consider is the role of free will. If we are truly able to change at our core, then it would suggest that we have some degree of control over our own selves and identities. But if our nature is predetermined or limited in some way, then our ability to shape ourselves may be similarly constrained. Perhaps the most compelling argument for the possibility of true change lies in the stories of people who have transformed themselves. From recovering addicts to former criminals to individuals who have undergone significant personal growth, there are countless examples of people who have fundamentally altered their identities. Whether through hard work, therapy, or some other means, these individuals demonstrate that it is possible to change who we are at our core. In conclusion, the question of whether people can truly change who they are at their core is a complex one with no easy answers. While there are arguments on both sides, the stories of those who have transformed themselves suggest that true change is possible. Whether through personal growth, therapy, or other means, we may be able to shed our past and become the person we want to be. Ultimately, the answer to this question may lie in the choices we make and the paths we take throughout our lives.